morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to the Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal match preview. I've got the wonderful Brenny, as always, with me. How are we doing, Bren?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, pretty good. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. I'll be glad when the transfer window is done. I'm
Oh,
fed up with it.
well,
I'll be honest.
I'll tell you, I wasn't even looking to see if we were going to get anyone anyhow. But I, I've just been quiet about it all month, and I just believe that this is what I personally believe. I believe that Arteta was looking at certain players, but to be honest, he probably did speak to Josh. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because he doesn't strike me as the kind of person, that's, you know what, I can't be asked here. I can't be, I know we need it, goal. But and it isn't easy getting certain players in the January window anyway. But at least hopefully, we'll just have to do what we can. I
yeah,
think we'll be all right. I think we'll be okay for this. I think we'll be okay for the season if if we're injury free. That's my only concern because
yeah.
if we're not, then yeah,
Well, look, at the end of the day, we're still looking at two players at the moment. So I don't know. Look, I've always said don't listen to what anything he says.
mm,
Agree with it, not disagree with it, however he
mm,
deals with it, but he
mm,
lies out of his arse every
mm.
time. We're still looking at two players at this moment. So will we get those over the line? I don't know because we're struggling to get the people out of the door as well, which isn't helping the situation.
And this, yeah, exactly. And this goes back to my point. What I made when the last time I was on the show with yourself and Gumza with regards to
Yeah,
players who, if they're on if they're on top wages,
yeah.
well, they're not going to want to leave. They're going to be like, you know what? I may not be playing, but hey, I'm going to run this contract down. And we've had that over the years, and it's so frustrating.
It is, mate, and it's not helping us get some people in the door, which is it's
Mm,
frustrating. I'll be honest.
you know,
Look, I, I'm going to talk about the transfer window again tomorrow because it's Wednesday, so I do transfer
mm,
talk. I'll also be doing the review for the game tonight. So fingers crossed it's not a bad performance because I really
yeah,
cannot do with two lots of
mm,
rubbish talk. But
yeah.
yeah, also I know this is about the Forest preview, but please be excited for. I think it's Friday. You're free, aren't you, Brenny, for the
Yes,
Liverpool
I am.
preview?
Yeah.
There is a special challenge on Friday. I'm
Mm,
organising it later today so that other people can get involved as well for the show. It will
wicked.
be a 1989, 88, 89 Liverpool Arsenal challenge special.
Mm.
So that is the famous win at Anfield. You'll be getting to choose between those lineups for the challenge. So it's going to be a
Oh,
very, very special one.
looking
Uh,
forward to that.
I know I'll be drawing up the lineups later to send to
Oh,
other.
who's the autofill, the Bobby Booby? Is it Lee Dixon?
Really, you think I'm going to put Lee as the auto player? He's the auto legend in that team, mate, for me. But to be honest, you might look. Not every challenge has a booby, especially when it comes to these classic
Uh-huh.
games. So
Hmm.
we'll wait and see. To be fair, I don't know who was on the Liverpool bench, so there might be a booby on the bench for Liverpool.
I
I
think there
haven't.
was only two substitutes back in those days.
Yeah, but there
There
will
was
be
only two
a
subs.
list of five, wasn't there? There'll be a list of five.
A list
Um,
of five. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, that day, I mean, it was what? You're talking two subs because we had two subs. I mean, the two subs for us were, I think it was Martin Hayes came on,
yeah.
and the other one, I think it was Perry Groves. I think it might have been Perry Groves.
Okay.
Because I just remember Steve Bold and Paul Merson coming off.
Yeah.
So and then that's when we went to 4-4-2 when we were playing sweeper system. So yeah, I'm sure it's Martin Hayes and Perry Groves that came on.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll wait and see, and
Yeah.
look, I'll draw up the lineups later, and we'll send them out to people so people can get involved for the show.
Mm.
But Brenny will be doing it live, so he'll be under the pressure. I know Canners wants to get involved in this, and he can't make the show, so I'll
Oh
send him.
damn.
It's definite. Right, big up to the silver one. I like a comfortable evening, but this is Arsenal. Of course, it's Arsenal. It's never comfortable. Look, I did the Sunday
Yep.
game against Liverpool. Despite what everybody seems to say on Twitter, Arsenal haven't been around for 10 days. We have. We play other games.
Yeah, of course we have.
Exactly. Under 18s. How about you just support the club instead of just supporting a specific part of it? Then you won't miss us so much. Morning to Bobby and Brenny.
Morning, Tony.
I'm not signing for AFTV. It's fake news, and I never lied. Did I tell you Cameron Diaz came over last night? Big up to Tony. Yeah. Just for issues. Look, this wasn't planned. I didn't want to have to do a daytime one, but it is what it is. So this is what I'm doing. Big up to Banter FC. Of course, he's come in. Arsenal, how are we all? Sometimes I do question who you are because I got a feeling we might know who you are because there's certain people that we've got in a group WhatsApp that says it just like that. I do question whether or not it's one of you guys. And you know what I'm about, Brent. Certain other channel that we are sister channels with, but hey ho, it is what it is. But big up to you, Banter FC. You're always welcome here, mate. I have no issues with banter whatsoever. I just don't do it myself. Right. So obviously, Forest, Arsenal, since the start of the Premier League, we've only played them 13 times, 3 draws, 2 Forest wins, both at home. Arsenal wins 8, 5 at home, 3 away. Recent ones, obviously. Before that 1-0 defeat at the City Ground, it was back in 1999, I think we played them. Forest have been struggling for quite a while. So, yeah, that was back in 1999. So it's on there, but kind of ignore it. It doesn't really mean much. But, yeah, we beat them last time. We played them 2-1 at the Emirates. We did lose 1-0. I think it was it Awoniyi that scored against us in the last
game? Who else would it have been?
Yeah.
He was in scoring form at the time.
Mate, me and Tony have always said this. I'd take him.
He's quality.
He gives us take again. I've got a feeling, mate. I know. Well, I think we know who you are. But anyway, mate, I have no issues with being here. I have no confidence in this team. I'm sad to say. I have no confidence in the team regarding who is. And I'm sorry, but I have to be honest. I don't trust Arteta with the team. I'd rather someone else came in at the moment. I'm not saying sack him, but at this current state of affairs, I feel that he is holding us back, and that's what I don't like. But yeah, big up to Silver.
What I mean, just want him to go back to last season.
Yeah, look, this has not been entertaining all season for me.
Let the chains off, man. Let the chains off.
That 5-0, that 5-0 against Palace. Let's not joke ourselves. That still wasn't the great performance. It wasn't until the last few minutes when Martinelli literally just did what he can do, and scored 2 goals to help us. But before that performance was crap. That first half, if it wasn't for 2 corners, we would not have scored. Not in a month of Sundays.
I've got exactly. Yeah, I was bored that first half.
Yeah, early goal is needed by Arsenal, preferably Tone, not by Forest. If Forest get an early goal, that shuts us down, and that's us having to try and break them down. So no, not for me. But yeah, I get what it is. Nice PR about Barca, no smoke without fire. I kind of want to do a stream about it, but I kind of don't as well. Look, it is fake news. Barcelona have got him on a short list of 3 managers.
I'll tell you what, that was lit. It was to the point where 1, I didn't believe it. I knew it was fake news. Yeah. And 2, you had Arteta out going crazy about it, and then you had the Arteta ins who were up against the Arteta outs, and it was like I don't, you know what? I don't get this war. I really don't.
No. Do you know what really annoyed me about one specific person that did a TikTok on it? And he was like, I'm 100% sure it's not news, but if there's that slight chance that it's real, I'm going to take my own life. And I'm like, mate, seriously.
See, I didn't know about that.
This is Arsenal Football Club, not Arteta Football Club. No matter what, Arsenal existed before I was born and will exist after I'm not here.
Exactly.
It exists before a manager comes, and it exists after a manager leaves. There is bigger things than one man, and I still don't get the love for him.
This is it. I know, and this is the thing. I mean, I think with myself and you, we're in a boat where, you know what, we just want him to. If he could win one of those two trophies, I'll be happy as Larry, and I'll be like, you know what, Arteta, hopefully you can, then sign a new deal. Not sign a new deal now. You know what I mean? Get a Champions League, get the league, sign a new deal. Then there'll be the attraction of more players coming, and then
Yeah.
his rep will go up tenfold. That's
Yep.
what I'm looking at. If he doesn't deliver, he's got to go. But either way, if Arteta's here next season, I'm not going to cry about it. If he's gone, but in the summer, I'm not going to cry about it. Like you say, Arsenal FC will still be here. We're still a big club, and we've been acting like a big club for decades.
Yeah. Well, the thing
So
is, okay, here's my question to you, Brent. Have we got a big manager?
no, we haven't.
There we
We've
go.
got a manager that's still growing.
Yep.
It's still growing, and to be honest, this is what I say to those that are diehard Arteta fans.
Yep.
Don't talk if you rate him that much and you love him that much. Don't talk down as if maybe next year we'll get a title, maybe the year after. No. If you rate him that much, because he has improved us in the last 2 years. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Then he's been here over 4 years, so he's capable. He's capable of doing something this season. Like these two games coming up, he can get us back into the title race.
Yeah. 100%.
So yeah. So if you rate him, we can do something this season. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Look, I'm always one of those that look at the team behind Arteta, not just give Arteta the credit, because yes, Arteta's done well, but he's got a massive team that helps and does a lot behind the scenes as well. Without Nicholas Hover, we wouldn't score from set pieces, because that's not Arteta. That is Nicholas that does that. The contract situation, that's all Richard Garlick. The negotiations that go well, that's all on Edu. Arteta, yes, he manages a team, does all right, but we're playing pretty shit football, if I'm honest. I can't be honest. I don't find it entertaining to watch at all.
No.
That's a big statement, Arteta. Funny you say that, though. People on the radio seem to think Arteta has taken this team as far as he can. I'm in that boat at the moment. I don't know if he has that ability to, because what you've got to do sometimes with teams is you've got to be able to take the restraints on, and he leaves them on. Like Saka is not the same Saka we've had for quite a while. And that's mainly
that's one of two issues I have with him right now. You know what I mean?
It is, and it's scary at the moment. I'll be honest, because there's certain players that we could have signed this month on loan, but because they don't fulfill certain aspects that Arteta wants, he won't want them. He also doesn't like shithousery. He doesn't like players that wind the other team up. And do you know why he doesn't like that? Do you know why he doesn't like it? Because it affects the way that they're playing. Like, seriously, I don't care. Wind them up.
You need a bit of that. I mean, we've had that in our other Arsenal sides of the past where we've had that. Yeah. And we've also had those, as well as the football that we can play. We've always had those hard men.
Yeah.
As well.
And we need them because it helps us get through the season as well. There's certain games going to be similar to tonight's game, if I'm honest, against Forest, where you just need to wind them up a little bit.
And this is the thing, and you look at Patrick Vieira. I mean, he was hard as nails, and you look at Ian Wright as well. Used to wind up centre halves. He used to wind them up.
Yeah, I love it. That's what you kind of need, because at the end of the day, I know it's not the most wonderful side of football, but you can get them a red card because that defender will lose their head and do a stupid tackle, and they'll get them sent off. That helps us in the long run. How about those rival fans celebrating the fake news? The same rival fans that don't rate him, make it make sense. Oh, well, there you go.
Mm.
Big up to Chris. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good morning, lads. Hope
Chris,
you're doing well, mate. How do you know it's fake news? It's definitely not 100% fake. There is a little bit of... It's regarding the meeting that I told you about when Josh came over. That's what it's linked with. But what I would say is Barcelona will approach Arteta. I'm sure he'll probably turn it down, mainly because the Barcelona project is just absolutely stupid. They've got no money. just an absolute mess of a club. But yeah, there's something to it, but it's definitely not as big as what they made it out to be. Imagine wanting to do that. It's football. Yeah, exactly. It's madness. Imagine what those Liverpool fans are doing now. Klopp is leaving. Well, that's a different situation. But as I've said, I think Liverpool have known for about 2 or 3 months about this. So do I think this was the best time to release the information? Probably not. It's a strange time, if I'm honest. Maybe a bit closer to the end of the season might have been better. But it is what it is. Smash that like button, please, you beautiful people. Thank you very much, Tony. Please do smash the like. That will help us a lot. Thank you very much. Panther FC done, Tony, you beautiful person. It really does make me... I've got a name in my head who I think it is. But we'll wait. We'll chat about it offline. I always said since Arteta links to Barcelona last summer, this has to be his last season, in my opinion. He needs to win a trophy for me to call it progression season. I'm one of those that he needs to perform this season. If not, I'm calling him out. I know Gums has said next season, but we can't keep moving the goalposts. This is the thing.
Exactly. I mean, and he's been here over 4 years. Yeah. It's not like he's been here 4 months.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got his own team now. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. Hi, big up to Guna Greg. Hi, everyone watching from the beginning. Got this awful feeling Tommy gets injured for Japan straight after deadline. Yeah, that would be our luck, to be honest, Guna Greg.
Wouldn't surprise me. I hope not, but yeah.
Big up to you, mate. Greg, that's inevitable, yes. I think Arteta had taken Arsenal as far as he can. That's how I feel as well. Spud's getting criticised for not winning cups, but our fan base accepts it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I've that's why I don't go with the trophy. When we it's like with Derma when it was on our stream and bantered him and trophy dodge and everything else. I know it's because it's a long period of time because it's going to be 16 years out of trophy, whereas for us it's going to be 4. And I don't want us going that way because at the end of the day, I don't want us to be hypocritical as well because we call everyone else bottlers, trophy dodgers, and what are we? Because we've bottled top 4 in the past, we've bottled leagues, you know what I mean, and I don't want us going down that road.
Yep. 100%, mate. I know there's been some guessing going on exactly who Banter FC is. Klopp's only won 4 cups. How's he been put up with Wenger, Pep, and Ferguson? Yeah, 100%. Chris giving us a suggestion: Paul Simpson would be perfect replacement for you lads. No, thank you, Chris. Currently the Carlisle manager, so no, thank you.
Hasn't Klopp won the Club World Cup as well, isn't he? Championship. Yeah. So he's won more than 4. Credit to him.
Yeah. My cat just fell off the shelf while sleeping. Sorry, it was just that funny. I had to share it in the chat. Big up to your cat. Hope your cat's doing okay. January window being as dead as TalkSport opinions. Yeah, it's been a weird... It's not like there's nothing been happening behind the scenes. It's been the failure of getting deals over the line. Everyone's trying to do it a different way that people don't like. Like I've said to guys in the group WhatsApp, we tried one. But we didn't like the way that they wanted to do the deal with us, so we turned it down. So yeah, it's madness. Well, Spurs getting praise for playing good football as their defence be more open than Gemma Collins' legs. There's standards for you. Thanks for that, Chris. What a lovely image at 10 in the morning. It's taking a year to figure out. Big up to Adam. Proper trophies, Brenny. Exactly. We want proper trophies. That's what we always want. Yeah. Right, let's move on a little bit. So this is the form guide. Forest. A bit of hit and miss, very similar to ours, to be fair. They've lost to Brentford. They've lost to Bournemouth. They've lost to Tottenham. They've beaten Newcastle and they've beaten Man United. So we've beaten Crystal Palace. We have beaten Brighton. We've drawn with Liverpool. We lost to West Ham and we've lost to Fulham. That's our recent form guide. Has been a little bit higgledy-piggledy, if I'm honest. Right, this is how we're doing in the leagues at the moment. So Forest are currently in 16th. We're in 3rd. They have won 5, drawn 5, lost 11. Average goals scored is 1.24. Average goals conceded is 1.81. Clean sheets 3 and 1.43 chances created per game for Forest. For us, 13 games won, drawn 4, lost 4. 2 average goals scored per game, 0.95 average goals conceded, 8 clean sheets, and it's a 2.1 chances created per game, which is much better now. I'm a lot happier with this. Right, very big list, especially for Forest when it comes to outs. So I'm going to have to help you for it later, Brenny, when it comes to the challenge. But Awanye is out, Felipe is out, Alanga is a doubt, Origi is a doubt, and then we've got loads of people on AFCON duty. Aina, Aurier, Bolly, Koyate, Niakate, and Sangare are all at AFCON. For the Arsenal, El Neni's technically at AFCON, but Egypt are out now, so technically he's not, but he definitely won't be playing or taking any part in this game. Tomiyasu is still at the Asia Cup. Rice is a doubt. Fabio Vieira, Timber, and Partey are definitely out. Now, this is what people, because I don't know why people were going a little bit crazy in the group WhatsApp yesterday about Partey. Now, Partey was only a doubt for the last game. He's now out for this game.
I thought he was back. That's why I put him in.
But he's out. He's no longer a doubt because he was a doubt for the last game, but he's now out. So you can tell that something's happened. But yeah, I just find it very funny that people are thinking that they always like to protect Arteta's decisions and stuff, and I'm like, why? Why are we doing this? We all love you, Bobby. When are you going to say it? We all love you, Bobby. When are you going to say it? When am I going to say what? I don't know what I'm going to be saying. Too much focus on Arsenal versus Liverpool when both teams got iffy games respectively before that. I'm doing this first, and then I'll focus on the Liverpool game, if I'm honest. I'm intrigued to see who Bobby gone for as auto fail for Forest. You'll soon find out. I know this is probably off topic. Can you tell us which defenders we are looking at for the summer? Very quickly, it's definitely a centre-back and a full-back. That's definite. Gunnar Greg, I would definitely go into that a little bit more detail when the season is over. It wouldn't surprise me if Arsenal announced a summer signing before the end of the season, because we're trying to do a pre-contract agreement with them. Now, when you do that, you can actually announce them before. So, was it Nkunku that signed for Chelsea? They had a pre-agreement. They could announce him when they signed him, but he wasn't physically theirs until a certain window opened. So, yeah. It's going to be a very busy window, and it's going to be a lot of outs as well, so be careful of that. Right, let's get into my 5 to watch. This was tricky, if I'm honest, but I managed it just. Okay, so you're probably wondering why Alanga's in there. The reason I put Alanga in there is because he's just a doubt. If he was out, I probably wouldn't even talked about him. I would have probably chosen Hudson-Odoi. But I think Alanga, since he's arrived at Forest, has been a revelation. That guy has been incredible. He just says it there, like 20 appearances, 4 goals, 6 assists in a Forest team that have been struggling. That just says everything. There's no way I could not put him in that team or in my 5 to watch. Morgan Gibbs-White, everyone knows how much I like him. Obviously, he's a Wolves lad as well, so obviously you're going to have a soft spot for him anyway. But for me, great signing. I think he is very, very talented. Chris Wood, it was very hard not to put him in there because look how many goals he's got.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We've got strikers. But he's got 8 goals for a team that are crap.
I know. Exactly.
Yeah, and look, he's also made just 8 starts, 11 appearances from the bench, and he still managed to get 8 goals.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Nicolas Dominguez, he is an attacking midfielder. He's one of their new signings. I quite like him from what I've seen of him. He could cause us a few issues, especially if Rice is not playing, because I think he could give a bit of an issue with Jorginho. Not saying Jorginho is bad, but Jorginho isn't as mobile as we would like, and where Dominguez is. And the final player, Danilo, we were linked with him. I still think he's going to be an absolute talent. Obviously, he's in a team that's struggling, so obviously his ratings aren't great, his goal assists aren't great because he's in a team that's struggling. So he's always on the back foot. He's never really allowed to go forward too much. So yeah, it's interesting. Right, let's have a look. Zubimendi is coming, Bobby, or is that fake news? Zubimendi, for me, is the one that I think we will sign a pre-contract agreement with. There's no way we can get him in this window. We have actually tried with a player swap, but unfortunately they weren't willing to do that. And I get why as well, because look, they're in the Champions League still as well. So yeah, it's interesting. People are going for predictions already. Are we allowed to pick any doubts? No, not for the challenge, mate. Not for the challenge. You're allowed to when you do your lineups, like when you send your lineups in, and I'll type them up. Allowed to pick doubts because they're not rated, not by me anyway. But when it comes to the challenge, no doubts whatsoever. Big up to Fantastic Passage. I love that name. Morning to you too.
Good morning.
and Greg's also going for a prediction as well. Going to star him, and I'll come back to him in a bit. I'd like Robinson from Fulham. I think Anthony Robinson's a fantastic player. You can see why Bayern Munich wanted him. Thank you. That's what. Yeah, the rules are with the challenge. I've even had to put a new rule in, and I'll explain it later. But my partner said something to me when she was talking to me about the challenge, and I says, "Well, you clearly can't pick them." And she says, "Yeah, but it's not in the rules." I says, "Okay, so I'm gonna have to put it in the rules." Yeah. So yeah, you'll see the new rule. I've had to put it in there. I can't believe I had to put it in there, but. I just never know with some people. Big up to Eugene. Is Partey injured, or is it because want Havertz to play? No, Partey is definitely injured now. After today's game, we will be remaining with 23 games this season. I feel this will contribute to us not winning a trophy, says Eugene. I just don't think we've got the right manager, if I'm honest. I just don't think he's the right man. That's my opinion. You're entitled to your opinions. You can title that he's a god. I just don't think he is, and I still don't understand why we should be loving him. So my favourite party may still go in January. We've tried to get rid of him. The amount of money we're asking for him is not a lot. So yeah, but I think he'll go in the summer. He'd have to have an amazing end of the season if he does stay.
So, you know what? Sorry, Bobby. I just realised there's no way Partey would be able to go anyway tomorrow. I mean, he probably failed his medical. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love it. Craig mentioning on the Gemma Collins leg for the record. Oh, jeez. I blame you, Chris. You started this. I'm currently doing challenge lineup and worried about Bobby also foul. Never be worried. I'm nice. I'm lovely. Right. I don't know why I've been so worried about it. Right, let's go on to chosen lineups. There is a few, so let's get on with it. Sorry, wrong time to take a drink there. Right, so Brenny, we're going to talk about yours first. Also, Kelly and G Talks went for this lineup. So you went with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus. Obviously, you don't need to talk about the Partey situation. There is no way he's going to play. But I am intrigued. One, why you went for Trossard, and one, why you went for Zinchenko.
Yeah. I went with Zinchenko because I thought against Palace, second half last week, I thought he played well. I thought he did all right. I mean, I there were times where he was going into the middle, and I felt, you know what, it's an out of sorts Palace, and against those sort of teams, no disrespect to them, if you want to, you invert, you're going into the middle of the park, fair enough, but. Uh, I mean, Forest, he'd probably do the same. Liverpool, I personally wouldn't because it doesn't matter who's playing on their right hand side. It's always going to be a threat, you know. And I just felt like I thought today it'd be a game that would be perfect for him because I actually think he'll, for some funny reason or another, I just think he'll have a really good game today. And I thought, yeah, give him just can try and continue that form leading into the Liverpool game. Trossard, Trossard, I thought played well against Palace, and I thought, you know what, he deserves a run. And
Okay.
what you need as well is it's kind of like the old days where we used to have, like when I'm talking about Martinelli now, when Kanu and Wilson would come on and would make an impression.
Yeah.
And I feel Martinelli can do the same again today because at least then if Trossard was to start and then Martinelli comes on and
Yeah.
makes an impression, does something, couple of goals and assists, whatever, at least then it'd be a case of Martinelli saying, you know what, boss, I'm ready for Liverpool. Start me against Liverpool, please start me against Liverpool.
Mm.
So that's why I want Trossard to have a run now because I find that if he's on the bench again today, he's probably going to think, oh great. And then I've noticed with Trossard when he comes on, it's very hard for him to make an impression.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference between the two of them, and obviously and I did want to see the Party Rice Odegaard combo today because I thought if Party was fit, at least it can give him 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, it probably wouldn't even be 90 minutes, but give him a run today. In time for the big game on Sunday. So now that he's not playing, the player I would have in that side would be Jorginho.
Yeah.
I would play him instead.
No,
But
that's fair enough.
yeah, you know.
It's
But
mad,
to,
isn't it?
but to be honest, with the lineups though that I've seen in the chat, I think they're all good enough to beat Nottingham Forest today.
Yeah. So what would give you a rating for your team, mate?
My rating, I would say for that, if that was the side today, I would go with an 8. If Timber was in that side, I would say 9.
Yeah, but I noticed that you're still not going for a 10. I love
No,
that
no, 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 no,
because you're
no,
still not.
no,
You
no.
know full well we're not 100% still.
This
So
is
I love
what I mean. Yeah, got to be real.
right, let's move on to Barry, Ken, and the silver ones. They went with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. Give that one a rating, please, mate.
Yeah, that for me, I would go with an 8 for that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very strong.
It is, mate. Right, let's move on to the next one. James H, Richard, Albert, Romain, and Moss have all gone for this one. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. What are we giving that one as a rating, mate?
I'm going for that's very strong. I'm going for an 8 for that one as well.
Awesome. Move on to Andrew, Jordan, Tim, and Luke's. Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sousa, Rice, ESR, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus.
7. Still strong enough to beat Forest.
Yeah, I agree. Let's move on to Carlos, Ben, Tristan, and Canners. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Cine, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus. What are we giving that one as a rating?
8.
An 8. Move on to John, Mohammed, and Anthony's. They've gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sousa, Rice, ESR, Odegaard, Kozier, Trossard, and Havertz up front.
Well, that's a 7.
That's a 7. There's a few with Kozier in this one. I'll be honest. I think there's 4 lineups with Kozier. So yeah, I think they're just trying to help Saka rest. I think.
So I get
Patrick, Jonas, and Gumza have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Jorginho, ESR, Odegaard, Jesus, Trossard, and Havertz up front. What we're giving that one?
Yeah, 7. I wouldn't put Smith Rowe in the 8. It'd be better as a 10.
Yeah, I think to be fair, obviously, I think that's what, if Arteta was going to do it, that's what they should do. Smith Rowe's a 10, give him the free roam. Odegaard works. So yeah, that's what I would do, because there's a lot of Smith Rowe and Odegaard combinations. It's crazy lineups. Big up to Liam and Aussie Guna. They've gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Cine, Rice, ESR, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard. What we're giving that one as a rating?
Oh, 7 for me.
7.
I think. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one. AO, Jack, Florence, and DWTT, aka Gary. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zini, Rice, ESR, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus. What are we giving this one as a rating, please, mate?
Yeah. If Smith Rowe's a 10, Odegaard's an 8. Saka, Trossard, Jesus. Trossard has been good from last week. I would go with. I'd have to go with an 8.
Okay, mate. Let's go with Stewart's. He went with Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sousa, Rice, Smith Rowe, Odegaard, Kozier, Martinelli, and Nketiah.
Solid 7.
7. Okay, final 2. Sam, Tom, and Mehmet have gone with Raya, Walters, Saliba, Gabriel, Sousa, Jorginho, ESR, Odegaard, Kozier, Nketiah on the left, and Jesus.
That's some solid 7.
7. There's always Len in my head every time you say 7. Big up to Len. Matt, Takahiro, TJ, and Zaina have gone with Raya, Waters, Saliba, Gabriel, Sousa, Rice, ESR, Odegaard, Kozier, Martinelli, and Havertz up front.
That's a 7 as well. I mean,
7 as well.
None of them sides are 6.
Well, that's good. That's good. And that, considering we've had, I think there's been at least one lineup that's had 3 youngsters in. So, yeah, that's pretty good news, to be fair. Right, so let's get ready for the challenge. The challenge is coming up. Let's see what people have been saying whilst we've been gone. Nketiah won't go. What idiot club will pay him? Oh, I'm not angry at you, Tony. I'm not angry at you. It's the press. The press have released this information. It is false information. He is on £66,000 a week, not 100. That is the top whack that you can get. Now that is down to goals scored, appearances, all this kind of stuff. And I guarantee Nketiah has never reached 100,000 yet. Maybe when he was in his purple spell, maybe then. But yeah, he's never reached the same as what they're saying about Saka. Saka's not even on over 200 as his base. He will get 300 if he achieves certain things. And one of those things will be to win the Champions League or to win the Premier League. He's not achieving that, so he's not getting paid it. It's what I hate about the press. They need to be honest about it instead of pumping out these. And I do call
definitely.
it clickbait news stories because it is clickbait because it's absolute false information. It winds me up. Any team that doesn't put McCabe at left back only gets a fine. I don't know. Did you watch the game on Sunday, Brett?
I saw the second. I was out and about, and I saw the second half just before we scored the first goal.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I love the fact that McCabe managed the whole appearance for when she was playing not to get a yellow card, and then got a yellow card.
I know
for not going off the pitch. I love her. I love her to bits.
Oh,
she's just so funny.
I'm like thinking she's going to miss the West Ham game, and I'm thinking, oh, thank God it's only West Ham. Jeez, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I will be doing that game as well. It's going to be a double game on Sunday. I'm going to regret it, I'm sure, but yeah, it's going to be a long way. Pep Teta thinking will be Liverpool. He will underestimate Forest. Yeah, I'm sure he will, to be fair. Bobby autofoul for Arsenal should be Zinchenko. If he continues making mistakes as a left back, trust me, he will start going into that autofoul if you choose him as a left back. There's a player that plays for Liverpool, Trent Alexander-Arnold. If you put him in midfield, he's not an autofail. If you put him at right back, he's an autofail.
You know what? I get that.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's just my rules because I don't think he's a very good right back, but I do think he's a very good midfielder. So yeah, I swear Moss goes for every lineup there. He goes with what he thinks Arteta will go with. So yeah, there you go. Right, what's this? If I were Arsenal, I would go with this lineup: Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Rice, Smith Rowe in the number 10. Big up to you. Jesus on the right wing. Yep, I agree. Havertz down the middle. Yep, and Trossard on the left. What would you give Chris's team? Because that's a really good team, to be fair.
So, Chris, I love you, dude, but I'm giving you a. I'm giving you a 5. No, I'm only kidding, mate. I'm only kidding. No, it's that'd be a 7 for me.
Yeah. See, I think we should give Jesus a chance on the right. I think he'd be an absolute pain in the butt for left backs. If I'm honest.
He would be. It would be. I mean, he did play well there against City.
Yeah, so I would do it. So I have no issues. I think didn't Tony do one earlier? Yeah, Tony did one earlier. My team as Pep Teta never listens to me. Ramsdale, White, Gabriel Saliba, McCabe, Jorginho, ESR, Havertz, Odegaard, Martinelli, and Saka. I would so take McCabe as a left back right now. I'll be honest.
Oh gosh, yeah, definitely.
And to be honest, I've got to big up Emily Fox as well. My God, did she put a performance on Sunday? Wow. For all the players that come in to any club, they normally take a while to settle in. She has literally come through the door.
Oh, she's hit the ground running, isn't it?
Literally 2 days after she signed for us, and doesn't look out of place at all. Big up to her. She's been fantastic, and she deserved the player of the match on Sunday, to be honest. She was fantastic.
100%.
But what we giving Tony's team?
7.
7, there you go, mate. I would make a few changes. Rest Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard for Liverpool game. I still think Smith Rowe and Rother's good enough to get a result. Okay, got you. I thought you were saying rest Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka against Liverpool. Now I get what you right. Got you. Now I got you.
Smith Rowe. I'll tell you what. Smith Rowe is a player that if you chain him, he's not going to be a happy man, and he will just do what he does best.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
There's still a player there.
It is, mate. It's it's madness. It's like us chaining Bergkamp.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, God. We would not see the same Bergkamp. Same as Omri. And Righty as well, because Righty needed the free reign because.
But those players have big egos, so it would have been hard to Arteta to deal with them anyway.
Oh yes, 100%. Jesus would get more
big egos who are winners.
I agree what Tony's saying here. Jesus would get more penalties because you'd be up against left back.
Yeah.
It'll be a pace against pace. So, yeah, he would actually. Fox in the women's teams is another level. She is good. She is fantastic.
Yeah.
Great signing. Great signing. Why do people think Saka needs a rest? He just had a fortnight off. Is it because he's not balling like before? I have no issues with what people put in their lineups. I really don't. It's their lineups. I give them free reign. They do whatever they want. And I agree with it. Up against Forest, why not give Gozier a chance? Because to be fair, there's no Tavares because he can't play against us. They've got a couple of their fullbacks away on AFCON. And I've got a feeling it will be Toffolo that will be playing against us. And no disrespect to Toffolo. He sucks. So I think Cozy could cause him an issue, if I'm honest. But
I think he would.
But yeah, we'll wait and see. It won't happen, let's be honest. This is Arteta.
Nah.
Right, so let's get into the challenge, people. Yeah, so I've had to put a new rule in. I can't believe I had to do it. I didn't want to put exactly how Em put it. So basically, she said, can you have former players and can you have players that are dead? Well, no. No, you can't.
Oh my God.
Not in this challenge. In like Arsenal versus Arsenal challenge, yes, you can obviously pick whoever you want. But for like the game we're doing on Friday night, you can pick whoever's in the squad. It doesn't matter if they're dead or not. But for this one, Em was trying to get a dead player in.
Right. Oh my God.
Like, no, because they're not currently at the squad. I says, well, it's not clear in the rules that you can't. I says, okay, well, I'll have to put it in the rules then, won't I? Like, seriously. I just thought that would be obvious to people, but it's not obvious to everybody. So I've had to put it in the rules because I remember Moss made me put the one in the loan players. For me, it was obvious. Don't pick someone that's out on loan. But Moss tried to do, I think it was Lukaku when we were doing the Chelsea one. And I'm like, he doesn't even play for Chelsea. He's like, what the heck are you trying to do? But yeah. Anyway, for people that don't know, you have to pick 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from Forest. You have to go with the home team formation, which is a 4-2-3-1 formation that Forest use. So that's a slight difference for us. But I'm sure Brenny will be okay. Obviously, there is quite a big list, and I will help you. I don't want you auto-fouling on an injured player. So, yeah. Let's go with the Forest players. So who are we picking first?
Okay. Well, I'm going Chris Wood up front. I mean, he's been scoring goals.
Oh, yes. Funny enough, that's what strikers are meant to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, second player for Forest, please, mate.
Got to go with Mangala as well in the midfield.
Mangala. I just love saying his name, Mangala.
Quality. Very
good player. Yeah, they've got some really good midfielders. I'll tell you, with a lot of money behind them, if they made the right signings, they could actually be quite a dangerous team. In long term, because their midfielders, wow, they've got some quality. Next player, please, mate.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's right. The centre back Murillo.
Murillo, okay. Is that double L? I think it's that one, isn't it? Oh, hang on. There he is. There he is. Okay, so your fourth Forest player, please.
Morgan Gibbs-White.
Okay, where do you want to put him? Just behind Wood? Do you want to put him on the right? Do you want to put him on the left? Because to be fair, he can play on any of those roles.
Yeah, he can. Put him in the middle, please.
Okay. There he is. And your fifth and final player, please.
Thinking, should I go Yatesy or go with Yates?
Yeah. Okay, he's one of the
Yeah,
defensive midfielders.
in the midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like him. He's a grafter. He's a worker.
Yep, he definitely is. Doesn't get much plaudits, but
No,
to
he
be
doesn't.
fair, he was brilliant in the championship. And to be fair,
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure if he could make the step up, but my word, has he?
Oh, he has done. 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Right, let's get the Arsenal players in. So, goalkeeper, who are we having?
Go with. Cause I don't mind either keeper. You see, that's just me.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you know what I mean. But you know what? Go with Raya.
Yep. Okay. Right back. Benjamin White.
Yeah, Ben White. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Your final centre back. Who do you want that to be?
William Saliba.
Your left back.
Left back.
Yep. Zinchenko.
Oh yeah, have to be in it because there's no Tomiyasu.
Yep. So you're right. Saka, is it?
Yeah. Please.
Left winger.
Still go with Martinelli.
Okay. All right, let's have a look. See. Right. So this is Brenny's team. I think. Can everyone see it? Yeah, they can. Just make sure I actually share the screen. Right. So you got Raya in goal. White, Saliba, Murillo, Zinchenko, Mangala, Yates, Saka, Gibbs, White, Martinelli, and Chris Wood. I've got absolutely no issues with it. I think maybe last season might have failed on the Chris Wood, but to be fair, he's banging in the goals, and that's exactly what he should be doing. If he wasn't scoring, he probably would be an auto fail, but he's doing exactly what you're meant to do.
I do worry about him tonight, and I think he's the reason why we won't get a clean sheet tonight.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if we get a clean sheet tonight. Right, let's go in. I'm going to have to give it a rating, aren't I? Right, let's have a quick look again because I need to give it a rating. I have to be fair, and you know I'm not a great fan of Zinchenko, but I know you haven't had much choice about it because even Forest have got poor left backs as well. I'm going to have to give it an 8, and it is literally just Zinchenko, and I can't, if he continues having a bad season for the rest of the season, I will end up putting him as an auto fail. But currently he's not, but he will mark you down. So you're going to get an 8. So it's still a good score. It's not a horrible score, and you haven't auto failed. Right, let's see what our 2 Forest people did. Big up to Nigel, big up to Stan. I've just realised you can't. Oh, you can see the names. Right, so Nigel's gone with Ramsdale, White, Toffolo, Saliba, Gabriel, Mangala, Danilo, Odegaard, Saka, Hudson-Odoi, and Wood. Auto fail. Sorry, Nigel. Unsurprisingly, I've already said it in the show. Toffolo cannot defend. He's awful. He also came from Norwich. So another reason why I can't stand him. Auto foul for Nigel. Right, let's look at Stan's. I quite like Stan's. But again, Zinchenko, so he's going to be marked down for that. But to be fair, it's a hard one with left backs. Hudson-Odoi, Dominguez, Odegaard. Yeah, I quite like it. But yeah, I can't score you any higher than Bren. And to be honest, I might actually not. Oh, I don't know. Do I mark you down a bit? Gonna get marked down for Zinchenko. Hudson-Odoi. I don't think has he done much at Forest. I don't think he has he?
I don't think he has.
I don't think he's lived up to his promise. So I'm going to give it a 7. Sorry, Stan. It's the Hudson-Odoi. I know you couldn't have chosen a Langer, but I probably would have tried to work a way of getting Martinelli in there personally. But there we go. So yeah, good try. But Brenny, you're the winner this week. So well done, my friend. Right, let's have a look. See what people.
That's my second victory.
It is, mate. Let's see where everyone was. Please do get your predictions in as well because we can come up to that part in a minute. Don't give any more player pay rises. We're going to announce that Ben White's got a pay rise soon, so be prepared for that. Tommy Asu has also doubled his wage as well, so yeah, be prepared for that. Bloody left back going to be a struggle in this challenge. Yes, it is. My challenge: Team 5 from the Forest, 6 from Arsenal. Up to Chris. I'm keeping my challenge team a secret till kickoff. Actually, you're more than welcome to tell me later, mate, because I know you're always with me anyway. I'm about 7 minutes behind. Remember, Havertz earns 40 though every time he turns up for training, for fuck's sake. Look, do I agree with how much Havertz is being paid? Absolutely not. He is our top earner. I don't know how. I think it's ridiculous. But he was on a big wage at Chelsea. And it would have taken some heck of a negotiation skill to get him to lower that for a start. Do I agree that we've actually upped it? No, not really. But it is what it is. Arteta wanted him. That's his problem, not mine. Havertz 2 goals behind Odegaard, Trossard, and Nketiah 3 behind Jesus and Saka, and he's not playing up front. There we go. Right, Chris has taken part. Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Nico Williams. Very, very well done, Chris. You've done very well to get Nico in there. Yes, he can play left back.
Yeah,
and I do actually like him as well. Danilo, Dominguez, Gibbs, White in the. To be fair, mate, that's an 8. Yeah. Yeah, that's an 8 as well. So well done. It's the. I'll be honest, why it's an 8 and not a 9 is because I'm not the greatest fan of Trossard on the left. Again, it's my scoring, so don't shoot me, but it's my scoring. I prefer Martinelli on the left, not Trossard. I think Trossard would be the great number 9. We're just not putting him there enough for me. I wasn't having either Sinchenko or Toffolo. Good. I thought Nuno plays 5 at the back now. When I speak to the Forest people, they are the ones that agree with the formation. They tell me what it is. So what Nuno does is he does rotate it a lot. Listen to this, Arteta. You can actually change your formation now and then. But the main formation they do is a 4-2-3-1. But they will fall back with a 5 within the game. So it looks like they play at 5 at the back, but they also play at 4 at the back. It's a very fluid formation. So yeah, that's why it looks like a 5 at the back, but no, they actually do play 4. Sometimes some games they will just play 5, depending on who they play. They might play 5 against us tonight, but when they're trying to perform and get a good result, they do play 4 at the back. Only with worry with Williams right foot at left back, but I don't care. No, I have no issues with it. I think Nico can do it. I have no issues. I think he's got a stronger left foot than me. I know I couldn't play at left back, but I think Nico's left foot is way stronger than mine, so I have no issues with it, mate. So don't worry, you are safe. Right, Brenny, prediction time, mate. What are you going with?
3-1.
To the Arsenal, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I know that Tony went for a 2-0 loss. Gunnar Greg went 1-1. So yeah, no surprise, Spud fans already turning on Ozzy, but want Nuno to do them a favour after sacking him. Jesus Christ! I don't know why they're turning on Ange. I really don't get it. You know exactly what you're gonna get with Ange. He came from Celtic. He's never managed a big club apart from Celtic, who technically are a big club.
Yeah.
Even though there's only 2 clubs in Scotland, but you still have to do it well. It's not that easy in Scotland.
He ran the Queen. Yeah, ran the Queen Vic and married a queen. There you
go. Chris Welsh has gone for 1-1. Cheers, mate. Really appreciate that, mate. Look, to be fair, I'll be honest. I can see it happening. Look. What I can see happening this week, and I really don't want to see it happen, is we only get 1 point out of 2 games.
Yeah.
I think we will lose against Liverpool. Liverpool just are rocking at the moment. They just look amazing. And I think they will hurt us a lot. Forest game. I saw someone do a stream on this the other day, And I'm like, you do realise he's only played at City Ground once, technically, in the Premier League. Never beaten Forest at the City Ground. Yeah, well, one was an FA Cup game, and the other was a Premier League game. It's only twice we played him. Never won. Well, yeah, out of two, you know. Bit crazy to go that way, but hey ho.
Yeah.
Look, the cup games are cup games. Just ask the certain team from Suffolk, how did their FA Cup game go? FA Cup games are weird, and that's why we love the FA Cup. It's one of the greatest cups ever.
Well, it is, and I just want us to stop playing in those white tops in the third round. Just have something else to you know, for with regards to our cause. You know, it's just you know, an armband or something else. Just we don't perform in them tops. I'm sorry, we don't.
No, we don't. I need to do my prediction, didn't I? I just realised. I've got a horrible feeling, and I'm going to go with Chris, and I'm going to go with Guna Greg. I think it's going to be 1-1. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But I just think it's going to be a lot harder than we assume it will be. As Chris has put it, difficult place to play at Forest. City Ground is one of the toughest grounds I've ever been to.
Yes.
To go and watch
easy.
a game. It's horrendous. It's great for the fans. Like, don't get me wrong, it's great for the fans because the atmosphere.
Well, do you remember what used to happen? Used to happen in the late '80s under Brian Clough. Was that even? I mean, they had a super team, and we would go to the City Ground and batter them, absolutely batter them, and then later in the season they'll come to us and they'll batter us at home. That's what used to happen. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, it is, mate. It's mad. Need to win both games this week for my. Yeah, we do. We can't let any slip ups now. We've got to win every single game possible. Arsenal beat us, then it's game on. 100%. If we win tonight and we beat Liverpool on Sunday, 100% it's game on. If I feel that we only get a point this week, forget the Premier League. That ain't happening. We need to make sure we try and finish in the top 4. We used to be an FA Cup team, but no more.
No.
We set our targets for the Premier League. Look, I think we're a big. Well, we also are a big club. Big clubs go for everything. They don't give up certain things just to focus in on the Premier League.
Exactly.
I believe in momentum.
You compete for everything.
Yeah. I believe in momentum. I think if you win every single game, and I don't mean by momentum you have the same team. I'm just going. You go for every game, no matter what. You can. Of course, you do. You can put a youth player in some of those games and still get the win. I have faith in them. How we have fallen worried about beating Forest, the whole team is better. 100% it is.
It is.
But it's Forest, and I'll be honest, it's Arteta. You let those players play, and I guarantee we could probably win 7-0 against most teams.
Yeah. Exactly.
But we don't allow them to play their free. Saka is a lot better player than we're seeing this season. You know he is. We see it in England. As much as I have Southgate, at least Southgate lets Saka play. Arteta doesn't do it. That's why you see a different Saka at England than you do with Arsenal.
Exactly.
And I can't stand Southgate. You know how much I hate him. Also depends how Liverpool do versus Chelsea. That game's ending more draws than furniture shop. Yeah. Right, Bren. Thank you ever so much for coming on, mate. As always.
You're welcome, mate.
Where can people find you, my friend?
Hey, you can find me here on the Armory TV, and you can also find me on X, and you can find me on Instagram as well.
Thank you very much. You'll see me tonight. You will actually see me tonight. I am doing the game tonight. Reaction will be tomorrow. I don't know what time. I'll be honest. I haven't got a clue. We'll try and fit it in somehow. And I'll probably do it with the news as well. So there'll be a little bit of news update. But yeah, I will do it at some point tomorrow. No idea when, I'll be honest. But yeah, I will be definitely here tomorrow. If we don't beat Forest, I'm supporting Carlisle. Big up to Tone. Big up to you, mate. Tone, what's your local team? You have to let me know what your local team is, so we can start cheering them on as well. Great show. Thank you very much. Much love. Much love to you, Guna. See you in Watch Along. See you, Chris. See you all later. Guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day, and let's hope we get 3 points tonight, guys.
Take care, guys.
Take care. See you later.
All the best.